playing host to the body's annual meeting, and the representative of the village Alcalo is pleased with what he called the honor to host an event he posited shows unity and solidarity among teachers. Yahya Tamba urged members of the association to keep the momentum alive and strive to surpass expectations, citing their huge responsibilities.
With this charge of activities that you have embarked yourselves on, this is a very bright example that in any workforce, unity is prime, unity is unique, and unity is a prerequisite to achieve your objectives.
The principal, St. John Bosco Basic Cycle School, Andrew Jassy, said he was delighted to host the meeting of mission teachers of Fonyi, but not without outlining the supportive role the people of Sinted played in making the meeting a success. Guest speaker and Sinted native Usman Ba of Gambia Revenue Authority deliberated on the role of the teacher in nation building.
No nation's development is possible without the active participation of the teacher. So for everything that we see, the roads that we build, the hospitals that we build, the nurses that we post there, the soldiers that put on uniform, even the uniforms they put on, how did they come about if a teacher was not involved? Would it have been possible? You are great people.
Ba, who used to be a teacher, outlined a raft of reasons that make teachers an extremely important facet of society. Ba, however, in as much as teaching is a noble and rewarding profession, teachers are confronted with a number of challenges, adding, to be an effective teacher, one must be happy, contented, and secure. He urged stakeholders to play their part in creating an enabling environment for good teaching, thereby putting education in a strategic position as we strive towards the attainment of national goals. Brahma Jame, Director of Curriculum Research, Evaluation and Development, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, highlighted the role of the school management in supporting the school improvement grant. The importance of saving for a rainy day was also highlighted by representatives of the Gambia Teachers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Khadijatu Jallow, Grts News.
Well, time now to take our first break. We'll be right back.
Gambia, the Gambia Radio and Television Services, GRTS. GRTS Staff Association, Italy. His Excellency the President, Chair Professor Al-Haji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh, no fast Kene Sumbu, Jingadlum Banquet Dinner, a grand dance with a difference. Bufikeja Amsufi Muse Amsakh on the 23rd of May and on the 24th of May 2014. Setiki Penchami Hall, featuring the now happening Queen of Mbalakh, Titi Safnepa, Titi, Tamane Titi, Pare Rajahe Penchami Hall. You've never seen her on stage like this before. Titi, by popular demand. Nipari Joy Mostoli, Anak Aindanan artist Fiji Reumi. Tickets, Gala, Platinum, $60,000. Diamond, $50,000. Gold, $40,000. And the individual, $1,000. Grand dance ticket, $500 and $300 flat. For all reservations, please call 991-1992-365-551-8-203-1850-682-9536. Sunureu, Gambia.
Welcome back, and over now to news beyond our borders. The militant Al-Shabaab group is claiming responsibility for a daring raid on Somali's parliament building in Mogadishu. At least 8 people died in the shootout between security forces and suspected Al-Shabaab attackers. And Malawi's President Joyce Banda says results from the country's inconclusive elections have been annulled. President Banda cited irregularities with the counting processes while stating that a new poll will be held after 90 days. We have details of those stories and others in this news roundup.
Parliament was the target of a major attack on Saturday. Al-Qaeda-linked Islamist group Shabab claimed responsibility for the attack in Mogadishu, which killed at least 8 people, including 4 of the commandos. A huge car bomb blew up outside the parliament. The shootout inside lasted 1 hour. The attack was a repeat of an assault in February against the presidential palace. 4,500 guests, including numerous African heads of state, attended the swearing-in of Jacob Zuma in Pretoria. The South African president took the oath of office on Saturday for a second term. He promised that his second term would be marked by a radical socio-economic transformation. Jacob Zuma won the parliament's backing on Wednesday after his party, the ANC's victory in the May 7th legislative elections. The presidential election that took place on the 20th of May in Malawi has been declared null and void by the president herself. Joyce Banda said there were numerous irregularities with the poll, that ballots had been tampered with, and the vote count system had collapsed. Analysts placed Banda as the favorite despite competition from her hardline predecessor's brother, Peter Mutharika. She said a new vote would be organized within the next 90 days and that she would not be running. 12 years of prison for Germain Katanga. This is the sentence the International Criminal Court handed down to the former Congolese militia chief on charges of complicity in war crimes and crimes against humanity. In 2003, Katanga obtained weapons for his militia forces, who then attacked a village in the northeast of the Democratic Republic of Congo, killing over 200 people.
The government of Mali and Tuareg rebels have agreed to an AU brokered ceasefire. This comes following days of intense fighting in the northern town of Kidal, where rebels repelled an army offensive. The president of the African Union, Mohamed Ould Abdel Aziz, traveled to contested town for talks with members of the Tuareg rebel group, the MNLA. We have details of the story in this report.
The President of the African Union has returned to Bamako after having met with Tuareg rebels in the northern city of Kidal. On Friday, Mohamed Ould Abdelaziz mediated talks between the rebels and government representatives. The talks concluded with a ceasefire effective immediately.
Under the agreement, a certain number of points have been set out. These will allow us to stabilize the region, to improve security, and move to the next phase of negotiations, which will conclude, we hope, in a lasting peace.
Mali's president congratulated the AU president on his achievement and called for national reconciliation.
He has convinced our brothers that the path that we must follow leads to peace. There is no alternative to peace. Each man who died on either side was a Malian, a brother, a human being. It is time to be reasonable.
The government and rebels also agreed to authorize an independent inquiry into the army's disastrous attempt on Wednesday to recapture Kidal, which ended with the death of 20 Malian soldiers. The government said on Friday that President Keita never gave the order for the attack.
Well, time now to take our second break. Sports news is next.
Gambia buken des ngir bes bu maga bi yena ko mom. It's a free show with a difference. Come out en mass, let's celebrate the day in grand style, featuring the biggest, the hottest, top-rated artist lineup coming out of the Gambia.
Ndamna bari bunkali alo nyami nyaki lingo nyama jawaro aka Jatabuluba. Hey, happy birthday to Mr. President. Mbe kontela ululu julormo. Hey wali. Happy birthday, Mr. President. We see you long life, peace and prosperity.
Happy birthday to the president all day, every day. Salute.
Hey, dindingole na tamuna ni nkukuto. Pachak I post the car no yuri di fobaro. Hey, me never caring. Allah boy lam nyanchola mo aka ya pachaki. Happy birthday, president. Hey, ala me simayala. Boom.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. We love you.
It's your boy, we're keeping it real, and I'm wishing my president happy birthday.
We're celebrating the president's birthday with a difference this year.